Welcome back, guys. Today I'll be showing you the easiest way to go from 0 to 200k in the EAFC. So if you need one of these Team of the Year cards coming out, you're in the right place to build your coins up beforehand. So if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe. And if you do enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like down below. And as usual, if you do want to get some coins in a bit of a quicker way, well, if you guys are fed up of coming against nicks like me and foot champs who use loans and OP cards from day one,
I'm getting really sick of you! Get out now!
Then you need to head over to mitchcactus.com, where not only can you buy the cheapest and most reliable FIFA coins on the EA market, you'll find over 10,000 reviews from people who have used the services and enjoyed them in the past. So make sure to head over to mitchcactus.com and use code RECALL for 5% off. Now, of course, first of all, for those of you who haven't been on the channel before, something we have a look at every single video is if you go over to the icon SBCs, any bronze untradables, silver untradables that you have in your club, you can turn to liquid coins. So by popping them in these two SBCs, you get yourself a small silver players pack and a free common gold players pack. Now, both of these packs combined usually average out at about a profit of 5 to 10,000 coins. Now, you can get far more because in this common players pack, you can also pack promo cards. So if, for example, you have a promo card that's usually common and is in a promo, you can pack them in this pack. Similarly with the small silver players packs, there's so many Evo players and so many League SBC related players that you can make a ton of coins off. Now, of course, once we've done this, the first place we're going to go to is the transfer market. And today we're going to be doing a theme and we're going to go with French. So there's a lot of options when you theme with French, of course, in every league. And this one, we're going to start off pretty basic. So firstly, we're going to start with this filter here. So French Premier League. So firstly, we're going to start with this one here. So we've got French as the nation, obviously. We've got the Women's League 1, and then we've got PSG. Now, we also have Playstyles Plus on, so you have to tick this little box in the top right corner as well. And what we're looking at is Katoto, and we'll also be looking at Gayoro. So because there's an 86 and 88, there's a bit of a difference in price. Now, there is that Carucci card as well, but she's worth about 200k, so she won't be coming up. Now, obviously, you're not going to be finding Katoto all the time. It's mostly going to be Gayoro that you're sniping, but people are known to make a lot of mistakes in sniping, so you've got that chance at that Katoto card as well. So when we bring the price down, we can see that she goes for about 9.5k, so not too bad in terms of the pricing. If we scroll all the way down, we're looking at 9.5 probably for the sell on this one. I think if we go a little bit up, maybe 9.7, we can see kind of how many cards we've got. We've got a few pages. So realistically, I'm going to say we'll sell at 9.8. So we'll do the EA tax as if we're selling at 10, which is 500 coins. So we'll go down to there. That's EA tax covered. And then we want to make a bit of profit. So if we go down to 9.1, that's a 200 coin profit per card that we pick up. Now, anything below that is going to be more profit. So don't worry, guys. It's not a maximum profit of 200 coins, it is a minimum profit, which means everything we pick up beyond that is going to be that little bit extra. If we get maybe an 8.5 and maybe even an 8, we're looking at a very, very nice profit. So we're going to head into the market and do a bit of compare price. So this way, basically, you just click X and then B, and it essentially reloads the market every time. So if you've got one at 9.4 here at the end that has less than an hour, it has to be less than an hour. But as long as it's got less than an hour waiting, you're able to do this compare price method. And essentially, if a card comes up, you've got a little bit of a better chance of actually picking that card up. So we can sit here for a little while, get our snipes in if one comes up. Obviously, we need to make sure that we only pick up 9.1 and below. That's the only thing about compare price, is you're a little bit less likely to make a mistake and miss the right cards. Next and very easy move that we can go upwards is base hero and French. So for this one, you've got Bombasta. You're also going to have Ghoulie. I believe we've got a couple other cards, but some of them are a little bit higher in terms of value. But if we actually have a look how much this guy's going for, we've got some up there for 15k, and actually you can bid for it as low as 10k. So this would actually not be a bad bidding filter. But let's just have a look at what the market's looking like. So we've got 3 there, 15, 15, and an 18. Now, is that realistically a fair value for him? Is he going for 18? Because if he is, or she, sorry, no, I've got that wrong completely. I'm clearly dehydrated. Is he going for 18 or 15? Because if he's going for 18, those are both very decent profits. So you know what? Based off the fact that one of them's gone, we're going to pick both of these up now. And I'm going to list both of these at 17,000 coins. Now, I know that's lower than what the market has, but he's not a very desirable card, so we don't want to have him for too long. But we also can raise the market value by just buying the 2 lowest, because essentially that instantly makes him worth more. So here, we might have actually just basically stumbled on some very easy profit there. So let's just have a look if any are going to show up immediately on the market. So we've got pages and pages, so that's just EA essentially just doing me over there. So we've unfortunately been kicked off the transfer market from that, and we've apparently done 1,000 transfer market things, which I guess is a bonus. Like, what do we get for that? Any XP? No, we get a stadium. Brilliant. So after being kicked off the market a few times and EA doing me over with that filter, I just want to explain to you guys what happened there. So essentially, EA doesn't load all the players in sometimes, which is a big finesse for people who are making coins. But we can have a look now how many players are there. So I've essentially lost probably a few hundred coins from that. I mean, you've got 2 here at 16. Is there many more? 16.5. So you've got a couple. So I actually might... So we've got back in the market, we've managed to have a look, and actually there isn't many Ghoulie cards available, or I think it's Ghoulie I've got there, isn't it? There isn't many available at that kind of 17k mark. So luckily, these guys still should sell. So we should be perfectly fine. We've actually made a good profit there. And we're back in the market, even though it kicked us out. But what we're going to head over to is the Premier League. We're going to go min 250, and we're going to go for French. So we can have a look at what we're working with. So obviously, you've got the likes of Nkunku, you've got Varane, we've got things like Salah, but a lot of these cards are actually under that 10k mark. So how do we kind of work around that? Well, simply, we're just going to go for special cards. There's an absolute ton here. We've got Arola, we've got Odobert, we've got Elise, you've got a lot of French informs there, and then we've also got the likes of, other than that, promo cards. So it's not just team of the weeks. You can see Diaby there, and I can't imagine he's going to come up, but there's a lot of cards here we can work with at that kind of 30k mark. Areola being the first one, so we're going to pop this down to what, 27? See that, 27k, 26, 250. So we're sitting around that. So it's kind of that 27 mark. It is, for those of you who do want to use Team of the Weeks for SBCs, it's way cheaper to just go out and do the SBC where you can get a Team of the Week with a player pick. But I know some people don't want to do that. This is in theory a little bit quicker, but you're wasting coins. Why would you waste coins? We spend so much to make them, you don't want to waste them. So we're looking at probably, I'd say 25 on these. We can sell them at 27. So the EA tax is pretty low on those as well. So it's easy profit. We can probably push them past 27 if we're being realistic. And it's just an easy profit filter at the minute because of how many, just ridiculously how many players and informs have just shot up in price. Now, in terms of French, the best team to actually go for is going to be Bayern because they've actually got an absolute ton of players. When you look at sort of other teams that come close, obviously PSG, but budget-wise, a little bit over the 200k mark that we've done for this video. So if we have a look here, first of all, you've got a Pamecano on the very low end. If we go to kind of here, 2.8, he's kind of coming up. There's a few cards at 1k there. So you can see there's a couple. We've got that Tell card as well. If we go to 900, you can't actually pick anything up. So even that silver is worth that little bit more. So if we have a look, we can probably snipe from about 1,000 coins. If we sell everything on at 1.3 or 1.4, we're laughing. I believe that Tell card, the silver guy, is actually priced that way because of an Evo. I'd assume so, because there isn't really much value to silvers this year unless they're in an Evo or unless they're in an SBC or like a league that's kind of preferential, but I don't think he is, so I'm assuming it is an evolution. We don't want to spend too much time sniping only because there's a little bit of a rush to get this video out. I've actually recorded this and we're finishing recording at 9:40. I want it out for 9:45, so we'll see how the PC takes that. Now, when you do finish this filter, obviously on this part of it, you go over to the special side very simply, and you're looking at a Pamecano and Coleman on their informs. And we've also got a Pamecano's ice card, his fire card. We've got Coleman's fire and ice card. So actually, you can tailor this to either of those promos. You can go fire, you can go ice. There's quite a few options with it. Very, very easy. And another filter that will include a French player, but isn't just French, is of course if we go for special centre backs over on the same team, you've got Kim Man-jae and a Pamecano, and then of course any Pamecano special cards are at centre back as well. Now, if you did enjoy this video, please subscribe because we are on our way to 16k and there's going to be a ton of giveaways when we hit 20. So make sure to subscribe, drop a like down below, and I'll see you tomorrow.